Hello, this is Webster from My Therapy Garden. We're playing the dirt if we take away the hurt. Come with me as we go on the Hillside Garden, looking at some of the hydrangeas in bloom. Let's go. Okay guys, let's take a look at the Hillside Garden, looking at all the Panicle hydrangeas that we have up here. And Panicle hydrangeas normally start off white and then they'll get a flash of color, some pink or even deeper to a red, or like your Limelight will get lime green after that first white. So if you follow me on Instagram, and you should, at my.therapy.garden, you'll see pictures and videos of these Panicle hydrangea on the Hillside Garden when they're in white. So we'll just first pan out and see the whole garden, and then we'll start from my right and look at the different Panicle hydrangeas that we have in the garden. And as we move all the way over to the right corner, the first hydrangea we have is called Little Hottie. Little Hottie. And this is the second year Little Hottie has been in the garden. Of course, Panicle hydrangea start off white, and you can see it start giving you a little flush of pink. Little flush of pink. And that's Little Hottie. We have our big cherry tree over Little Hottie here. It's a weeping cherry. I call this Mr. Snuffleupagus, that elephant from Sesame Street. That's what it looks like, especially when it have all the leaves on. Okay, but we're looking at hydrangeas today. So the first one we have there is a Little Hottie. There's the Arrowwood viburnum here, and we go up the right side path here, and the path is a bit washed out, and some of the wood that I used to make the steps kind of rot. I'll have to replace that. But the next hydrangea that we have, this is a little Bobo hydrangea. This is a summer's gold Japanese maple. And as we look on top of the hill, surrounding Hebe are some Limelight hydrangea. And these Limelight, this is what, the third year? Yes, the third year that we have these Limelight on top of the hill here. Surrounding Hebe, the water goddess to Zeus. And in the corner, we have Little Lime Punch. And we can see that Lime Punch starting to get that little pink flush on it. So we should have more pictures. Again, I'll have those for you on Instagram. So please remember, follow me on Instagram, my.therapy.garden. Beautiful dogwood and Japanese maple, German gyration. We have a little lime right here on the left side. We only have one flower for whatever reason. And just left of our Japanese maple is Crimson Queen. We have Vanilla Strawberry. starting getting the color change again. See that little pink that is coming out with? That's vanilla strawberry. Coming up the hill, another little lime punch. And to the right, a Limelight Prime. Limelight Prime. And little lime punch should have more of a red to it, more of a red than the Limelight Prime. But they're both beautiful new hydrangea from proven winners. A new hydrangea that we have in the garden is berry white. Berry white. Again, we're getting that nice color change. When I bought this berry white, I realized that there were 3 in the pot. So I divided them, and now I have 3 berry whites, which of course I'll show you. So that's my first berry white. This is my second berry white. And then I'll show you the third one later on. We have this Moon Dance hydrangea. And this was so beautiful in white. Still beautiful, but we're getting that light flush of color. My first hydrangea to flower, and of course it's the first one to start changing from white to a pink, light pink color, is this Quickfire hydrangea. It's always the first to flower in late spring, and also the first to change from white to that tinge of pink that it has. Right beside it is another little lime punch. And in front of it, we look already, is this vanilla strawberry. This vanilla strawberry. Another vanilla strawberry, and the flowers are so big that it way down the limbs. You can see if I hold it up how big each one is. Big conical shape that it has. And of course the heavy rain that we had last night doesn't help. You just weigh it down. This is a Limelight hydrangea. Looking gorgeous. You're on top of the hill. And just to the right of it, we have 2 more vanilla strawberry. Still have pine straw to put down on the hill here. Still working on it slowly. This is a lava flare hydrangea. And then we look at the first Macrophylla hydrangea that we have, but there's no flower on it this year. I don't know why, but my Macrophylla didn't give me a lot of flower. I didn't get a lot of flower this year. I don't know if it's the winter or what, or if they just gonna skip a year and give me biannual flower, but I didn't get much flower. And of course this one is a Forever and Ever Peppermint Hydrangea. Forever and Ever Peppermint Hydrangea, which I bought from Spring Hill. And just down below it, we have a second one down here. Again, no flower. But as we make our way back up, another little lime punch. And you know, for us here in the south, our little lime punch may not be as gorgeous as the people up north. Because from our proven winner, look at their tag. This is how beautiful they should look. A deep red. I don't get that here in Georgia. I get a little flash of pink and then they'll just burn and dry up. So for you guys up there in Michigan, you know, the other northern states, New York, I guess even Pennsylvania and up, then you'll have these nice color. But for us, it's so hot here, they get a flash of pink and then they just burn and turn it brown. Our other hydrangea, a little lime that we have here. And as we make our way around, we'll go to the top of the hill where we have a few more Macrophyllas, some endless summer hydrangea. And I'm working on the hill, getting some mulch down for the pathway here, and then the pine straw. So little by little, we're working on it. Hopefully I can show you the end product pretty soon. But we have here another little lime punch. Some rhododendron here. Endless summer. And you can remember that we transplant these 3 endless summer from the front garden up here on the hill, because I didn't want to keep cutting them back. So on top of the hill here, they can grow freely. And we just have one starting to bud up. So hopefully we'll get some flower for the late summer or so. But I guess once you transplant these flower, you know, it takes time for the root to get established. And as the saying goes, in the first year sleep, second year creep, and the third year leap. So by next year, they should be leaping. They should be leaping. Okay, or other Macrophylla from proven winner, and this one is Let's Dance Arriba. Let's Dance Arriba from proven winner. We have an Oakleaf, which we had a flower on this one, which was so beautiful. I'll make sure I put a picture of it. And another Oakleaf, which I was so proud of because it flowered this year also. And this is a ruby slipper. Ruby slipper. You can still see the panicle on it, but it's all dried up now. I just leave it on it to remind me how beautiful she once was. So that's my ruby slipper. Lots of azalea. These are encore azalea that we have on top of the hill here. Our Japanese maple, Shishigashira. And the last Panicle hydrangea on top of the hill is a Strawberry Sundae. A Strawberry Sundae. From white, we get this lime green color, but what it should actually be is red and white. But on here, when it gets very hot, I don't get the nice color change. I think they need a long cooler period to get that nice red color change that the northern states normally get. But I'm not so lucky here, but I'm just glad to have Panicle hydrangeas in the garden. So that's all the hydrangeas in bloom on my hillside garden, guys. And we'll make our way back down and we'll talk about a few that's on the left side of the garden. So I'll see you at the bottom of the hill. So here we are again at the bottom of the hill. What we have here is some PG hydrangea. PG hydrangea. They're still going to have a white color and they just turn into that lime green. But the PG hydrangea, they tend to flop a lot because the stems aren't as strong, so they flop a lot. So most of the flower is just hanging down. But beautiful white cotton ball flower that it has, and I love them. Another limelight, and this limelight give me lots of pink flush. You can see a tinge of pink on most of the panicles. It was very beautiful when it was just all white. But since I showed you that on Instagram, I think you'd like to see the color change. So we just wait for it to give me that nice little pink tinge on the edges of the florets. So you can see that. A limelight. Just to the left of it, another of my favorite, more so for the name, Pinky Winky. Pinky Winky. It sounds so like a fairy, like a fairy garden, Pinky Winky. But now you can see all the florets are all pink. And all the new ones coming out still are white. So I guess to give you that pink and white coloration for the name, Pinky Winky. It goes very well against this red Japanese maple. This is a garnet. So the red of the Pinky Winky just complement the red on the garnet Japanese maple. The little one we have here is a Bobo. A Bobo hydrangea. And again, as we look on the hill, we already saw this one. It's a little lime in the pot on top of the hill there. And she's beautiful. So we just do a tour of the hillside garden, guys, primarily just to look at the hydrangeas that we have. And most of the hydrangeas are Panicle hydrangeas, which do very well here in the southern states, and for me particularly here in Georgia. They do well in the sun. The Macrophyllas don't do as well. They need some shade, preferably morning sun than afternoon shade, but the Panicle do pretty good. So I'm trying to get more and more Panicle hydrangea. And on the hill here, which is full sun, you know, they lighten up the hill. And if you remember on my Instagram, I was showing you the Panicle hydrangeas even at night, and it just like light, like twinkle twinkle little stars on top of the hill here. Okay guys, so if you like this tour, please give the video a thumbs up. Questions, comment, drop a line down below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified each time a video is posted. From my garden to yours, this is Webster from My Therapy Garden. We're playing the dirt, help me to take away the hurt. And today we do a tour of the Hillside Garden, looking at the beautiful Panicle hydrangeas in bloom. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a great day. God bless. Love you all. And we'll talk soon. Bye for now. Bye-bye.